All right, let's move it on. We have Buffalo, Brad, according to Bovada, +3 at Tennessee. Interesting game, this one.
Very interesting. I thought Buffalo, man, you barely lose to New England. That says something. I'm sorry. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they hung in there big time with New England and scrapped. And of course, they didn't pull it out because it's New England.
Mm.
But dude, I think Buffalo may be way better than most teams in this league.
Yeah, I know. I think we could admit this. I mean, we missed in the AFC East preview way like
Right,
2-3 months ago when
right.
we did that. Buffalo's a lot better, and I think that comes down to Josh Allen being a better thrower than we thought he would be at this point in the season. You're right. I mean, they lost to New England. It was 16-10. You got that pick. That was one of the ones we were split on last week, Brad. You got that pick right. And I got it wrong. So you got the cover there. But, New England won that game basically because they returned a blocked punt for a touchdown. And that was the difference in the game.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
come on. And it's just like New England to do something like that, right? And that's cool and
Mm,
there's no need to take away from what they did.
mm.
But that being said, when it comes down to the majority of the game, offense versus defense, Buffalo probably had the best of them, no?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. And Brady, I think, had his worst game in the last couple seasons, and I think he was like 18-39 or something like that. Yeah, man, Buffalo's defense is for real. We knew that coming in. But what we weren't sure about was the offense. And what was interesting, Brad, I was looking. I haven't watched the game yet, so I've only looked at the stats. Usually, I watch the games before going to the stats because I don't like stats telling the story. They're so misleading sometimes. But I was looking at the stats, and Buffalo seemed to attack New England everywhere they wanted to attack him. Frank Gore had a nice game. I think it was like 17 carries and over 100 yards. Beasley got a lot of catches, so they were working kind of the short and intermediate middle. They took some deep shots to John Brown and Zay Jones. So Buffalo was doing what they wanted to do. It just didn't work out. And hey, it's the Patriots, right? They're the best team, and they're like 2 out of the last 3 Super Bowls for a reason. So kudos to Buffalo, though. They definitely are one of my I would say more favorite teams in the league. I mean, I certainly wouldn't want if I was rooting for a team, I wouldn't want to face them. They're tough to score on and they can move the ball. So good for them, man. Fantasy wise, we don't know if Josh Allen's going to play. That's the big thing. This might come back to Matt Barkley. So I'm with you, Brad. By the way, I'm taking Buffalo to cover, but that's assuming Allen plays. If Allen plays, I don't love him. I wouldn't buy him actually in daily fantasy. I think this is going to be a defensive matchup. I think the best guy would probably be either Frank Gore or John. You know what? Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley has a really nice projection, so he's my daily fantasy kind of sleeper guy there. Tennessee, I think this is Derrick Henry and nobody else. I think this is going to be. I think I wrote down 17-16. I wouldn't be surprised if neither team hits 20 there.